За бүгдэнд нь өдрийн мэндийг 3 цаг болсон байна. Вебинар эхлүүлээ. За цагтаа орж ирсэн. За бүгдэнд нь баярлалаа. 48 мулаа болсон байна. За өнөөдөр бид хэдийн вебинар хийж байгаа сэдв бол Paessler PRTG буюу сүлжээний мониторинг хийдэг шийдэл маань байгаа. Тэр маусаас гаралтай. За вебинар маань рекорд хийгдэж байгаа. Тэгээд вебинарын төгсгөлд рекординг болон танилцуулгдсан PPT-ийн та имэйл рүү явнаа. Тэгэхээр санаа зовлтгүй. Тэгээд вебинарын төгсгөлд Q&A session байгаа учраас асуултуудаа бүгдээ нөгөө чатан дээр бичээд орхичоорой. Та хэдийн микийг мьютлсан байгаа учраас мик нэж ярих боломжгүй байгаа. За өнөөдрийн вебинарын спикерүүд гэвэл манай инженер Мөнгөн Шагаа, тэгээ PRTG-ийн инженер Пеги Пан хоёр маань байгаа. Шагаа инженер маань 20-30 минут танилцуулга хийгээд тэгээд Пеги инженер маань болохоор демо үзүүлэх ерхий байдалтай байгаа. За нэг 40-50 минут орчим үргэлжлэх болов. Тийм байна. Hi Peggy, are you there? Hi Peggy, are you there? I couldn't hear your voice.
Yes, yes, I'm here. Sorry,
okay.
Yes, I'm here. Hi.
Okay, good. So first of all, thank you for your time. And our engineer Mungusha will be presenting some PPTs for maybe 20 to 30 minutes, and then you take over, okay?
No problem at all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Perfect. Okay. That will show actually.
Бүгдэнд өнөөдрийн мэнд. За өнөөдрийн вебинарыг co-host. За Peggy Bank Paessler инженер, за программер системсээ инженер Мөнгөн Шагааны би бүхэнд өгөхнэ. За ерөнхий өнөөдрийн вебинарын агуулгын үндсэн 3 хэсэгтэй. За introduction Paessler-ийн ерөнхий мэдээлэл, за PRTG-ийн ерөнхий одоо фичрүүдийн хувьд, за тэг хамгийн эсвэл та бүхэндээ PRTG дээр демо видео үзүүлэхнэ. За Paessler гэдэг вендор нь 1997 онд Германд үүсгэн байгуулагдаж байсан. Түүнээс одоо 97 оноос шүрдийн үйл ажиллагаагаа явуулж байгаа. За ер нь дэлхийн нийт түвшин гаруй улсад 400 гаруй ажилтнтай яг өнөөдрийн байдлаар үйл ажиллагаагаа явуулж байгаа гэнэ. За 1190 улсад яг одоо ингээд үйл ажиллагаагаа явуулаад Paessler PRTG буюу ингээд ашиглагдаад явж байгаа. За энэ дэлхийн Fortune 200 гэдэг компаниудын 80% орчим PRTG-г маань ашигладаг бахнэ. За мөн ялгаагүй 3 дахь үнэлгээний байгууллагууд дээр маш өндөр одоо үнэлгээтэй. За тэгээд одоо 500 мянган users ингээд дэлхийд ихнэ тутамдаа PRTG-г ашиглаж байна. За ерөнхий үндсэн 3 region, за Зүүн Европ, за Америк, за Азийн Пасифик буюу Зүүн Өмнөд Азийн хэсэгт илүү чиглэж үйл ажиллагаагаа явуулж байна. За ер нь тэгээд яг network monitoring шийдэлтэй энэ лидерийн статустай явдаг ийм вендор бахнэ. За өмнө нийслэлчлэн 3 дахь одоо үнэлгээний байгууллагуудын үнэлгээ дээр жишээнүүдийг хаант үзүүлж байна. Маш өндөр одоо өөрсдийнхөө үндсэн сайтн дээр хүртэл үнэлгээнүүдийнх нь юу хэлэн байж идэг. Ялгаагүй жишээнүүд. За ер нь яг мониторинг шийдлээр бид нар яг юуг авдаг вэ те яаж ажилладаг вэ гэдэг талаас нь ярих зүгээр ба. За ерөнхий байгууллагууд storage database application те за network performance-ыг хяндаг бол Paessler-аар бид нар эдгээр системүүдийг бүрэн хянах боломжтой байх нэ. За ер нь traditional monitor протоколууд нь бол эдгээр байдаг бол Paessler дээр нэмэлтээр одоо DCOM одоо HL7 ч юм уу те энэ протоколуудыг авч болдог байна. За ингээд эндээс ингээд үгэнж үзэхэд PRTG бол салбар бүрийн мониторинг хэрэгцээний нэг шийдэл дээр авчирсан all rounder платформ. За тэгээ жижиг бизнесээс том enterprise хүртэл компаниудын төдөөс мониторинг хийж чаддаг бөгөөд ашиглахад маш их хялбар байдал өргөн боломжийг олгохоор давуу талтай байдаг. За ер нь одоо нөгөө хувьч өмнө уламжлалт мониторинг систем яаж явдаг гэсэн те одоо бид нар device client-удаа одоо компьютерудаа нэг одоо дашбордоос хардаг одоо вебсайтаа өөр одоо аппликейшн софтверээр дамжиж хардаг ч юм уу те firewall өөр дугаар харж хяндаг мониторинг хийдэг гэсэн бол Paessler PRTG ашигласнаар эдгээр бүгдийг нэг юм дашбордоос хянах боломжийг олгодог. За мөн одоо үндсэн одоо бусад бүх энэ дээр харагдаж байгаа бусад бүх вендоруудын технологи те одоо шийдлүүдийг Paessler PRTG-аар дамжуулан харах боломжтой байдаг. За үндсэн одоо main feature-ийн хувьд бол за user interface-ийг танарт бас нэг тодорхой мэдээлэл өгье. За PRTG бол web interface-тэй гэнэ ажилладаг. За PRTG application desktop application ус байдаг. Мөн одоо гар утсаар хянах те Android болон iOS-ээр хянах. За одоо үгүй анаас ч утсаараа сүлжээний мониторинг хийгээд явах боломжтойгоор илүү давуу талтай. За одоо үгүй систем даун хийгээд те сервер унлаа гэхэд application-уудыг тэр арга замаар гээд авах бүрэн боломжтой байдаг. За мөн хамгийн том давуу тал нь одоо өөрсдийнхөө тусдаа API-аар те мониторинг системийг хүснээрээ өөрчлөх боломжтой. Мөн өөрийн скрипт болон интеграц автомашнуудыг дэмжиж байгууллагын хэрэгцээ тохирсон PRTG бүрэн бүтээх боломжтой ороос давуу талтай байдаг. Үндсэн бүтээгдэхүүний танилцуулга. За ерөнхий үндсэн бүтээгдэхүүн эдгээр 3 бүтээгдэхүүн байдаг. За extension-ээр буюу нэмэлтээр эдгээр 2 бүтээгдэхүүнийг авч болно. За мөн сервис хэсэг дээр одоо юу гэдэг танаа яг сүлжээний админийг тренинг хийхтэй. За PRTG-гээ цаанаас нь консалтингийг үзүүлдэг байна. За мөн одоо өөрсдийн гэсэн supporting консультаа. За тэгээд нэмэлтээр extension-ээр SLA reporter те data exporter жишээ database of server-уудыг бас extension маягаар авч ашиглаж болдог байна. За үндсэн одоо PRTG танд мониторингийн 3 өөр хувилбарыг санал болгодог. За network monitor бол хамгийн түгээмэл хэрэглэгддэг те on-prem хувилбар хэрэглэдэг. Та дотоод сүлжээн суугаад ажиллах бүрэн боломжтой. За enterprise monitor нь бол том дэд бүтц болон олон core server зориулсан scalable edition байдаг. За мөн одоо cloud үйлчилгээ буюу cloud based тийм үйлчилгээ бас байдаг. За cloud дээр шууд ашиглах боломжтой. Ямар ч орчин тохирох мониторинг бүтээгдэхүүнийг сонгох боломжтой байдгаар бас давуу талтай байна. За үндсэн фичрүүдийн одоо 3 бүтээгдэхүүний хувьд юм фичрүүдийн ганц нэг зөрүүтэй байдаг. За network monitoring шийдэл дээр бол мультисервер болон дашбордуудыг харах боломжгүй бол за enterprise monitor дээр нь харах боломжтой. За cloud host дээр нь одоо боломжгүй ч юм уу те. За SLA monitoring бас хянах боломжийг за enterprise monitor дээр нь олгодог бол одоо босод hosted cloud hosted monitor дээр нь энэ фичр нь бас байдаг байна. За энэ газрууд надаас бол хийх гэж асуудаг одоо бид нар юу гэдэг те хоёр олон газар өөрөөр офстой бол тэрийг бас одоо remote probe гэдэг зүйлээр дамжуулан мөн тэн дээр байгаа сүлжээний урсгал те сүлжээнд холбогдож байгаа зүйлүүдийг бас ингээд интернетийн урсгалаар ингээд нэг газраас бүгдийг хянж болтгоор бас давуу талтай байна. За архитектур те одоо installation процессын хувьд бол ярих нь за network monitoring шийдэл маань танаа өөрсдийн PRTG зориулж гаргасан серверүүдээ суудаг. За тэн дээр ингээд хэдэн ч remote probe ашиглаад бусад офсуудынхаа юмуудыг хянах боломжтой. За тэгээд on-prem хувилбартай мөн ялгаагүй hosted monitoring юм бол үнэнхээр ажиллах зарчим те одоо IT structure-ийн байдаг бол hosted monitor нь бол cloud based учраас та ингээд серверийг ачаад үйлчлэгээ те зурдахгүйгээр cloud дээр шууд ингээд ашиглах давуу талтай байдаг. За өмнө хэлжсэн enterprise monitor нь олон дата төв болон олон салбартай том байгууллагуудад ингээд зориулагдсан ийм үндсэн 3 шийдэл байдаг байна. За ер нь PRTG-ийн зөвхөн IT болон өвдгийн орчин ингээд нэгтгэсэн мониторинг түүх биш. За нэмэлтээр PSLS буюу те IPC гэдэг юм протоколуудыг авч болдог. За робот хөрөмжүүдийн health monitoring серверүүчлээд хөрөмжүүд төр хамтан нэг дашборд дээр харуулдаг. За үйлдвэрийн автоматжуулалттай орчинд тасралтгүй ажиллагаа хангах одоо юм хамгийн тохиромжтой шийдэл нь PRTG гэдэг network monitoring шийдэл байна. За ер нь ингээд авч үзэхэд хэрэглэгчдийн 96% нь ингээд PRTG зөвлөхөд одоо дараагийн өөр IT-г хахад найз зөвлөхөд бэлэн байдаг. За үүний 46% нь бүр аль хэдийн санал болгоод файл цэнзэн захиалж аваад ингээд шууд үтсэн байдаг бахна. За одоо бүгдээрээ PG-ийг үзүүлэх демо видеонд анхаарлаа хандуулцгаая.
Okay, I think it's my turn, right? I hear my name.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay, so let me share my screen and we shall start the demo in 1 minute. In 1 second. Give me a second. Okay. Today I want to share with you my name again. My name is Peggy, so I'm the pre-sales engineer at Paessler. And today, instead of I explain the features in the demo, I would like to walk you through a short real world story. So now let's imagine that now is 2 a.m. midnight, and there is a system slowdown. Okay, then the user still not wake up yet because it's 2 a.m., but your business is never sleep. When the business never sleep, definitely the monitoring cannot sleep as well. They must help you to keep on monitoring. So as I am the IT admin that take care of this business, then this is where we start to talk about how the demo look like. So in this demo, I want to show you how PRTG can catch the issue early. You can use it to help to diagnostic it fast, prevent it before it become downtime. So let me show you how it exactly works. So now this is your, or I can say this is my live command center or your live command center if let's say it's your business. So at a glance, you can know roughly what is going on right now. If let's say you know that the system is down, like or slow, then from this topology or this map or this dashboard, you can see that, okay, my telephone VoIP, okay, no system is down here. My HP printer, all those switch in this branch is also okay. Then my firewall, okay. Then now I can quickly identify the problem might be come from the switch or might come from this server, because in PRTG, we are a agentless monitoring solution. We don't need to use any agent. So, and in PRTG, our main element is called sensor. So sensor is like an aspect of device that you monitor in your device. Okay, so in here, you can see that red definitely is something you need to do attention. If you see green, definitely is all okay without any your help. And of course, yellow need your attention. And definitely now we can see that the HPE Aruba switch here, there is some error. There is one error here. So we want to drill down because now our system is slowed down. So let's go and check it out what is happening in the switch so that we can identify and solve the problem. So now in this PRTG map, it's a real-time map. So you can click on it and it will drill down to the HPE device here. Then from here, like I say, PRTG is use sensor. So sensor means that it actually monitor any aspect of your devices, such as like you can see, you can monitor for this device, you can monitor the ping, how is the HTTP response time, how is the CPU, how is the memory, how is the traffic for each port, or even the remote monitoring network status. So all of this is actually PRTG. How PRTG can pinpoint the issue easy is because we are monitoring the layer or the specific component of that particular device. So from here, I can see that, okay, there is a traffic is down. But when I look at the message, it actually maybe it's my team member. They try to do some testing. This is why they simulate the error. And this is why I saw an error here. So we try to resolve this problem by just resuming it so that this system, so the problem is not come from here. Okay, so this is one of the things. Since I'm in here, I also want to share with you, PRTG can monitor almost everything. This is one of the example. You can monitor your switch, any switch, and using a SNMP protocol in here. Or even though if let's say there is no native sensor from there, you can get the MIB from the vendor and monitor every single details about this switch. Like for example, for Aruba, they have in their mid file, they have a system health status. But PRTG itself, we do not have the native sensors to monitor Aruba, but you definitely can get the MIB file. From the MIB file, you will get an object ID from there. Then from here, you can monitor the exactly system health from this Aruba provided by this device. So this is one of the things. And then this is in one sensors, we will provide you certain information or the related value of these sensors. So for example, here system health status, definitely we will see what is the overall health, what is the CPU usage, fan, memory located. This is all the channels, what we call. Okay. Now, so now we can know, let's go back to the map again. Let me go back the map again. Then you can see that the map is a real-time status. So just now we already resolved the error problem so that you can see that this map also no error at all now. So now, since like the problem is not from switch, then most probably is from the SharePoint server since that it has still have an error on that. So again, drill down more details, just 1 minute, then 1 second, we can know that what kind of issue that happening in here. So PRTG is engineered for speed. So in one click, you can immediately know what is not right or what is misbehaving. So like now it's 2 a.m. You do not need to like digging all of the logs to see what problems is the system slowed down, where is the system slowed down come from. But PRTG can help you to identify the problem either from the switch or either from the servers here. Okay, now from here, when we scroll down, this is also one of the example what you can monitor in your servers. So this is a SharePoint, so it might be monitor. You can monitor the general servers information such as like the ping, whether they are online, what is the uptime, how is the internet traffic bandwidth for that Ethernet port, and CPU load, disk space, and if you want more detail about the volume in and out of disk space, page file, everything you can monitor in PRTG. Not only that, because SharePoint is all about IIS app pool, so we have the native sensor for the SharePoint as well. So same to the other application that some of the application we do have the native sensors. So of course, services is also very important to know whether the services is up or down. And of course, when it comes to IIS as well, and you can see that it's very, very details that we can monitor until that kind of extent. So with this kind of details monitoring from here, I can see that there is a problem on the CPU load. So the CPU load might be spiked out to 90%. This is why that the system will slow down in our case. So in here, we can click on it to like just now in the Aruba, I can click on it to see what is going on for this CPU load. So from here, I can see that there might be another problem from my teams that they set a wrong threshold limit. So in order to you to change the new one so that you won't have this kind of false alarm. So this is how PRTG can do a setting on the threshold. You can set your own limit. Like let's say you want to make sure that every time if the CPU load more than 80%, it should give you an error so that you can quickly do an prevention or actions to lower down, to check on the process and so on. So how you're going to change all of these threshold limit? So all of the channels here, every sensors that have channels. So all of the channels, you can set your own limit. You can predefine your limit to make these sensors whether go red, go warning, or so on. So how you're going to do it is you just click on this edit channel setting. then here is the limit. So you can set the limit by yourself. So I believe this is wrong setting by my colleague, for example. Then now I want to set it to the correct one. So you can just set for upper error limit to 80. If let's say hit 80, then this sensor definitely will become red color. And if let's say more than 60, I want it to be warning. And if let's say you want to have some customized message, you can do that as well. So now what you need to do, just apply and okay, and we refresh it. So a while later, we can know that, okay, there is no, the system slowdown is not from this CPU load because there is only pre-configuration wrong. And then now, another thing, let's say, since I'm in this page, I also want to see how is the CPU look like. In PRTG, we can store up to 1 year monitoring data. So let's say I want to do some analysis since just now there is a false alarm. I just want to make sure everything is actually okay. So this, if I click on the 365 day, then they will provide me a 1 year monitoring data. You can see when I click on it, it doesn't loading very long, even though it's a 1 year data. It's because PRTG currently is using a raw text format. So this is why that we can retrieve those data very quickly and present to you in the PRTG web interface. So in here, let me remove the downtime because just now the error, it might be wrong because my colleague set a wrong limit. But from here, I can see even though a 1 year, my maximum processor is go up to 8.77 only. So there is nothing that I need to worry about for now, since there is a false alarm. But in here, you can also have a look for the 1 year on the total and the processors, each of the processor, and what is the downtime for it. So this is give you an example that if let's say any other sensors that you want to do any analysis, you want to check on it to think about whether do you need to add on any disk space, do you need to increase on the CPU load, this is a perfect place for you to analysis on it. Okay, since like this is also a false alarm, so let's go back to the map topology so that we can have a look what else that we need to worry about. Okay, let me refresh it because just now I paused it. So now I can see everything okay. Then since it's slowed down, it's not in a critical point of view, maybe the problem is come from the warning that it make the system slow down. So let's go and check it out, the device that have more warning. I believe this is the one that have 16 warning compared to others. So let's click on it to see what is going on in this 16 warning here. So in here, drill down, then we can find all of the sensors that with warning status. So in here, we can see that the traffic here, 1, 2, 3, 4, these 4 traffic is having a warning is because of the SNMP setting is no response suddenly. So might be the team, might be the virtualization team, they just change the SNMP community or the password, or they change the SNMP setting. So this might be a problem later on. This is why PRTG cannot monitor. But here is another warning that we found, which is a disk free. One of the virtual machine EXXI, on the EXXI, the storage is quite low. They already left 22%. I think we already find why is the system slow down. Maybe it's because that the disk free is not sufficient. So with this, you can see that within like 5 minutes or maybe 10 minutes, you can straight away identify the problem is come from where. Rather than in 2 a.m. you still need to like logging for all of the patterns or those things. But in here, you do not need to, and you do not need to plan, or you do need to ask network team to wake up to check what is the problem. You do need to wake up application to check, hey, is it your problem here, or is it where is the problem. But here you can identify and straight away you can contact to the correct person to change it accordingly. So without anything else, let me just also drill into this detail to show you more information. So in this one of the sensors, SNMP, this free sensors, so I can see that now currently is only left 22%. So it's actually give me a warning. So I can again go to my 1 year to have a look how is the pattern look like. So in here I have a downtime. Which is when it become error, which is it hit the threshold that I set. And this is a free space, free byte. We remove this so that we can see clearly. And this is my total hard disk size. So from here, I can see that it keep on hitting the max here. And it will cause any problem in December, January. Then after that, I clean it up a little bit. Then after that, now July, August is also hit, but now I do a clean up very clearly. Now I only have 20%. It seems like if I don't do anything, I still can go maybe another 6 months based on the graph analysis that I have. So it actually gives me a information about that, whether do I need to do something or where is the bottleneck coming from? So PRTG give you a very clean, logical, quick way to know what is the problem. Now, since now we already confirmed the issue is come from this space. So what we need to do is that we definitely need to escalate to the right person with the right time, not spam others, not spam like just now what I said, don't spam the networking, say that, hey, the problem is come from you. Hey, go and check whether the problem is come from where. So now we already identified the problem is come from this virtualization EXXI host 10. So now what we can do is that we can do a notification alert to the right person. So in PRTG, you can definitely send an alert just for this particular sensor, or every single sensors in this device, if let's say go wrong should be go to the virtualization team as well, or all of the virtualization group that if anything wrong go to the alert go to them. So it's up to you how you want to set, but in my case, I want to make sure this is SXI host 10. I know that is taken care by Alan, which is in the virtualization team. So I want to make sure that he get the notification. So what I need to do is I just need to go to this device, go to this notification trigger, and then I add the notification to them. Because here don't have, so definitely here do not have any setting for notification. This is where that he won't receive any notification alert about this issue. So now let me create the notification so that he will receive it in now and also in future if let's say anything sensors go wrong. So now we want to make sure that down he will receive it, warning he will receive it as well. So now let's do a down first, then later on we do another warning to make sure that he receive those notifications so that he can make his action to it. So in PRTG, we always have few, you can see that we have few condition here, but most popular one and most default one that I always use is a state trigger, because I already done all of my channel threshold limit there. So if I do in here, will be very easy for me to know, because I already know when the sensors will be down, when the sensor will be warning based on the limit that I set. So in here, I will set that the sensor is down for 1 second. 1 minute. Then after that, I want to send email to the Alan, which is in the virtualization team. So in here, you will require to create a templates for the Alan so that later on in future, you can continue repeat to use this template for him. So now let me just write virtual team, give a name on that, Alan. Then after that, let me scroll down. So in PRTG, our notification is customizable. So let's say this Alan say that, okay, I only want to receive any notification after 9, after 5, then until tomorrow morning. The rest of the time donate. He say donate because he can check the PRTG monitoring by himself. So for example, so if let's say he got this kind of request, PRTG can fit his need as well. Okay, so if let's say there is any specific schedule want to be configured, here you can do it. Then when you scroll down, then this is all of the notification method that PRTG provided. You can send email to him, you can SMS to him. If let's say he say that he prefer to add entry to the event log of the EXX host, is possible. You want to send to syslog, send to SNMP trap, or send to push a notification to the PRTG apps, or send a message to a Microsoft Teams channels to him, is all possible in here. And all of these method, you can select multiple method in one template so that he can receive in different way to receive this alert, depends on him. Okay, now this is all of the things that you can select, but here I also want to highlight that not only PRTG alert can send alerts, but it also allows you to write a script, like for example, restart the services, restart the server, or maybe you have a script to ask PRTG to restart certain module for the Linux, for example. Then in PRTG are able to do so because we have this execute program where you can write your own script, and PRTG will help you to execute this program, this script, when this alert trigger. So here is some of the example you can create. You can write a PowerShell script to Jira to create an issue when this notification, sensors notification trigger. So all of this is flexible. So PRTG not only able to give you alert, they're also able to do a script to do a self-healing or any semi-auto function action for you. Okay. So once you create it, then once you select all of the method that needed and then fill out all of this information required, then you just create it. Then after you create it, after that in this list, you will find your notification that you created. So just now already created, so I can just select on it. So if let's say it's down for 1 minute, definitely contact Alan. So if let's say Alan haven't resolve it, then the sensor will still keep on after 5 minutes. By default is 5 minutes, but all of this you can change accordingly. Then if let's say the sensor is still down for 5 minutes, then you can say that, oh, you can still email to Alan. You can still select Alan to email him. Or else you can create another path, escalation path. Maybe after Alan, if let's say Alan cannot resolve, this one should go for the level 2, which is his upper escalation group. Then you can create another notification templates and make sure that you send to them. After that, you can repeat every single 5 minutes, 1 minute to make sure that these sensors is resolved. And when the sensor is resolved, if let's say you want to have another notification, it's possible. If no notification, you can choose no notification. Then you can click on save trigger. That's all. Okay, then now I also want to do another sensors when it's warning. So what I need to do is just add again the stage sensors, but this time I choose warning. And then everything I put it in the same if template, same numbers and so on. So this one I still want to alert to Alan. Then after that you just click on OK. So this is how you can create a notification, and this is how you can minimize the downtime without adding the manpower. So from here you can use PRTG to help you to escalate to the correct path instead of send email to everyone, then everyone try to ignore the message and nobody walk into PRTG to check the problem. So now this is how PRTG work in here, but now all of this we have been solved. But here I want to check with you as well. So I believe most environment are hybrid right now. I believe your company not only have on-prem servers or in your local network, that definitely have some machines or services running on the cloud in AWS and so on. So with PRTG, we can monitor no matter it's on-prem or cloud or hybrid, PRTG are the one monitoring tool that you can monitor almost everything in one place. So now let me go back to the device so that I can show you. Here, so in PRTG, like I say, we can monitor almost everything. I already show you like server, switch, virtualization. Definitely, if let's say you have CCTV, you have any OT environment, manufacturer, PLC, IoT device that you want to monitor, PRTG is there for you because we already built in with all of the sensors ready for you to use. But when it comes to cloud, definitely PRTG is there for you as well. So in PRTG, you can monitor whether it's Azure or Amazon. PRTG is covered and we have the native sensors to monitor on that. So let's say now I want to show you how many sensors that we have. So in PRTG, you can monitor your Azure with virtual machines, then your AWS costs, everything is in here. So if I add a sensor, then to show you the sensors that you can add. So we have AWS. So in AWS, we have around 6 sensors here. So you can use AWS to monitor your alarm of AWS status. You can monitor the cost of the AWS. And definitely you can set the threshold limit. So if let's say it hit it, then you know what to do about it. Then of course you can monitor your volume status on EBS. You can monitor your EC2 instances, your load balancer, and also your database performance in AWS. So what we need is just your credential of AWS. Then all of this you can just click and you can add the sensors to monitor your costs, for example, here. So in here, this is just an example to you. So if you monitor AWS, this is the AWS cost census, and it will show you very detailed about your monthly costs, your yearly, your forecast, and so on. And all of these, you are able to set a threshold limit so that at least you know that if let's say it hit 50, it's a warning to you to make sure that get attention to it before you burst your budget, for example. Okay, so all of this is already included in PRTG. If let's say you want to monitor your Azure, we also have the Azure sensors as well. Let me show you here. So we have 4 native sensors for Microsoft Azure. We have SQL database monitoring. We have storage monitoring for Azure, and also the cost for Azure to monitor, and also the virtual machine of the Azure that you can monitor about their status. So in here, let me go back to this Azure here. So you can monitor the virtual machine itself. After you provide us the Entra ID, then this is what we will provide you. We will provide you the information about average CPU usage and also the CPU credit and so on. But if let's say you want to know more detail about this virtual machine Debian, virtual machine about their particular disk space, the particular uptime and so on, then what you need to do is just create another device for Debian. Then after that, just monitor as exactly like what I show you in the SharePoint. You can monitor the disk space, you can monitor the memory, you can monitor all of the physical disks and so on, because this is Linux. So you can use SSH or SNMP protocol to monitor those information you want. So like SSH, we can monitor almost like the system health, SSH script. If let's say this is a logical drive for HPE, all of them we are covered on that as well. Okay, now this is what I want to share with you if let's say you have a hybrid. Now, after we fix all of the problem that we have, we already set the alert, then we also see whether my cloud system, everything actually is okay, nothing to identify anymore. Then another things that you want to keep your monitoring always up to date. If let's say there is any new device in your network, PRTG should help you to start to monitoring or notify you that when there is a new device found in your network, then PRTG has a function called auto discovery, which PRTG are able to do a schedule like weekly, daily to check on your network to see whether is there any new device found in this IP range. If yes, then they will help you to create the device into it. So this is a one options when you use PRTG. And the second highlight for this auto discovery is that if let's say you are new to PRTG and you are going to deploy PRTG, and in PRTG, we believe that when come to deploy on the monitoring, it should not take several days. It should be like within 30 minutes or within few minutes, no matter you are 20 PC or a device or 50 device or 200 device, it should be also taking maybe not more than 30 minutes. So this is why the PRTG built in with the auto discovery function to make sure that you can monitor all of your new device or even an unknown device as early as possible. So how you're going to do that is quite simple. You just need to go to the device and add auto discovery group. Then from here, you need to choose where you want to put this auto new discovery group into it. So I will put under this remote probe group. Okay, then you can give it a name. So for me, I want to make sure in future any new server new device should be found. So I will say that a new device group. So at least I know that any new device found. And on the schedule, by default, they will do one time, especially for new deployment. But for now, because on my case, I want to make sure that is there any new device in my network? So what I need to do is I want PRTG to discover it weekly to check every week, is there any new device in my network? So in PRTG, you can choose the scanning method. So for me, I know that my IP address range is 1.192.166.0. Then after that, it will help me to scan to this 1 to 254 range to find is there any new device weekly. So in here, there is an auto discovery level. So even though if let's say you are in new setup, by default, you can choose recommended. So PRTG will help you to not only find the new device, it also will help you to add those necessary or recommended sensors based on your device. Let's say we can detect this device as switch, then we will help you to add on maybe ping, SNMP traffic, and so on. So if let's say there is a service that we detect, then we will help you to add like relevant or relevant sensors that is recommended from us. So there is another option that might be very useful for those existing PRTG or definitely new one is also okay, is that you can create your own device template. Let's say I already know that my servers, I must have these 5 sensors with all of the channel limit, everything setting must be done. Then I can create this kind of device templates. And when I do an auto discovery, it will follow my sensor templates. So for me now, I want to make sure that I only have ping. I don't want other sensors to be created. Because it's a new system, I just want a ping. I want to know there is a new system found in every week, then I will go and do it by myself. For example, that is me. So I select only ping sensors created, the rest don't need. Then after that, I create okay. Then in the background, then they will start to ping all of this IP range and then add any sensors that is found. So this is how PRTG can help you when it comes to auto discovery, to new system, and to prevent any outage that might have from here. Now, there is finally, how do you going to communicate with your management if let's say they ask, how is everything? After deploy PRTG, is there everything okay? Then it cannot be you say that, oh, okay, you go into PRTG to have a look. So you can see here, everything is okay. It's not proper, right? So for leadership, they want to know whether everything is okay or not. If let's say green means okay, if let's say red is not okay. So with PRTG, remember the network topology just now I show you, now it's missing. The network topology I show you just now is one of the map function in PRTG. You can do this kind of network diagram for your command center, live command center for you. But other than that, you're also able to do this kind of business process for your management or for others people that they want to know in this general information. So with this kind of design on the dashboard, then straight away your management will know that, okay, my mail so far, everything okay. So, and then my business portal, everything also go green, so nothing to be worried. So everything is no impact, everything is good, business all okay. So this is another map functions that you can talk about it and also can create about it to do more type of map that is useful to you. So that is the real story how you can use PRTG. So PRTG can catch an issue before the user notice, or and then also able to help you to identify the root cause in a minute, just like what I showed you just now. And you also can do an automatic response, like for example, restart the services or notification trigger to the right person. So everything will be help you to make sure that you have a zero downtime in your business that never sleep. So this is what PRTG is engineered for. So that's conclude my not presentation, my demo today. So I will stop sharing and see what Q&A session we have. Thank you.
Thank you, Peggy. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Mhm. Okay, so I think our engineer has a couple more slides still
Okay.
to present. Yeah, so he's gonna take over, and there's been some Q&A, some questions in the chat, and I think Aza engineer is still answering, so we're good. За аваарай.
GRDP-г болсон цагаан хэсэгтээ баярлаа. За ингээд энэ вебинарыг ер нь хамгийн сүүлд гэж хэлэхэд за ингээд бүх мониторыг нэг платформ дээр багтгасан. Одоо маш хүчтэй чадварлаг юм мониторинг шийдэл байна. За PG-ийн демо дондор ажилласан те сүлжээ сервер, виртуал машин те аппликейшн, клауд орчин бүгдийг ингээд нэг цонхноос хянах боломжтойгоор ингээд даваад л өгч байна. За тэгээд яг нэвтрүүлж суйрлуулалтын хувьд бол хамгийн хурдан тэгээд хэрэглэхэд машингийн discovery toolтэй бэлэн темплейтүүдтэй drag and drop юм дашборд зэрэгтэй тул ингээд 1-2 цагийн дотор системийн бүрэн монитор ингээд монитортой болгодог. Цорын ганц ингээд enterprise monitoring шийдэл юм. За техникийн бус хэрэглэгч гэсэндээ ер нь UI ингээд UX design-ыг хараад тасаа ойлгох чинь. За тэгээд хамгийн анх хэлжсэн Герман vendor тэг Герман инженерчлэлтэй суурилсан найдвартай тэг хөнгөн хамгийн боломж үнэтэй платформ юм байдаг юм. За тэгээд ер нь ингээд бусад одоо network monitoring шийдлүүдээс хэд хямд мөртлөө enterprise түвшний боломжуудтай шийдлүүд нь илүү device based байдаг бол одоо my PRTG илүү sensor based. За тэгээд одоо бусад одоо monitoring шийдлүүд нөө хэдэн device одоо монитор хийхээс шалтгаалаад үнэн гардаг бол за манай PRTG маань ингээд сенсороо багцлаад үнийн саналуудаа хүргэдэг. За энэ вебинарын чатан дээр би сенсор одоо танаа байгууллага дээр яг хэдэн сенсор хэрэгтэй вэ гэдэг тийм сенсор тоолох линкийг би тавьсан байгаа. Та хэд мөн тийш ороод одоо юм танаа байгууллагад хэдэн сенсор хэрэгтэй гэдгийг одоо тоолуулах боломжтой. За тэгээд ер нь PRTG бол ингээд таны сүлжээ сервер аппликейшн мониторинг нэг дор төвлөрүүлж өгдөг жинхэнэ all-in платформ. За сургалт мөн эсэнчлэн ингээд сургалттай суулгалт хурдан тохиргоо боломжтой тохиргоо нь ингээд ойлгомжтой дашборд техник ингээд дашборд нь техникийн болон бизнес айл хэрэглэгчид ингээд маш энгийн харагддагаараа бус шийдлүүдээ сонсгоордог шүү. Тийм Q&A session руу орцгоё. Асуух асуулт байвал та хэд маань чат дээр бичиж болно. Мөн энэ QR-ыг уншуулснаар манхрууд нэг POC-тэй туршиж үзэх. Тэгээд ингээд инженер талаас нэмэлт асуулт байвал манайх ус энэ QR-аар дамжуулан одоо хүүхдээ явуулж болно. Тэгээ та хэдийн асуудал болсон юм шиг байна. Би дахиад энэ вебинарын чатан дээр одоо сенсор тоолох линкийг тавьчлаа. За өнөөдрийн вебинарт оролцсон цаг зав засууж оролцсон та бүхэндээ баярлалаа. Өдрийг хайдах өнгөрөөрэй.
За бүгдэнд нь баярлалаа. Thank you, Peggy. Thank you for your time and effort.
Thank you for everyone as well for your time.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.